Alright guys, and welcome back to part 8 of the Orion Prime walkthrough. Before I go into the room to the left, I'm moving back towards the garden because I kind of realise I need more time to get to this location. I will explain why shortly. Okay, we haven't been through this door yet because there's a panel here that needs a code. And we can get the code from the log we picked up from the oh god, what was it? In the corridor where we got the cinema in front of you, the bar to the right, and the swimming pool to the left. Just where we started actually, this part's from. There's the code in that message there, code 8094. The panel here. Where is it? There's the panel. Actually asks you for a 5-digit code. We've only got 4 digits, so it's just a case of trying all the different numbers, up to 10, up to 9 basically. And the number to use there is 7, and then we enter the code we got in the log, which is 8094. You hear click from the door. The security system has just been deactivated. So let's go in the garden for the first time. And you're in a large room filled with plants and greenery. However, this is no time for relaxation. A dozen corpses lie on the ground. The stench is sickening and the sight is horrible. In the centre of the room is a gigantic creature. It is in the process of eating a corpse that is lying at its feet, spattering blood and entrails on the floor each time it sinks its teeth into the succulent flesh. Hidden in the darkness, it has still not noticed you, but you instinctively know that if you make the slightest noise, it will be upon you in an instant. Okay, well let's have a... There's the monster. There he is. It doesn't look particularly impressive or scary, but I remember it's supposed to be like a mutated human, so I guess this is the best they could do with the pixels. It looks a little cute actually, apart from all the corpses and blood lying around. We won't examine anything else in this room. We'll just examine the monster now. The thing that stands over there truly corresponds to the definition of a monster. Hideous, massive and aggressive. At the moment it is busy devouring a corpse. The spectacle makes you feel like vomiting, but the fear of being noticed prevents you from doing so. Your instinct for survival tells you above all else not to move from your position. If you do, this beast will be upon you any second, and you know that you won't live to see another one afterwards. Okay. We need to kill this monster basically, and there's a few things we need to do to kill it. We need to use the flashbang grenade. We use the pistol or gun to shoot this lamp above its head, which smashes down on it apparently and gives it a nasty shock. We then need to use power cell, sorry, this thing here, that we got from our console on our ship. But we need to do something with the cell first, and when we do this thing on the cell, it only lasts for a short amount of time. When I first started recording this part, I did that first from where we started and went straight through here, read through all the descriptions, and by the time I got to use it on the monster, it had lost its special thing, which we're going to do now. So I've just gone through here just to give you descriptions of the room and the monster, in case you're interested in it. But we're going back to where we started and rushed back, and then rushed to the garden, which is... Come on. This corridor here. And the log for the garden door was on one of these corpses actually. Remember? But anyway, we're going to go into the swimming pool for the first time. This is one room we haven't looked at. Okay. Obviously the people on this vessel knew how to entertain themselves here. It is quite rare to find a swimming pool in a vessel even in the 26th century. However, the ceiling has collapsed, leaving cables and conduits dangling in the water. You feel something strange in your bag. Right, okay. And if we go on, just examine the power cell in our bag. Yeah, we've got this new message here. The cell seems to lose its stability because of the high voltage of the air. Let's have a look at the swimming pool. Warning, it could be very fatal to bathe in this pool because of the very strong current. The live cables that have fallen in the water may be the cause. Anyway, you dare not approach any closer, the air seems to be highly ionised. Oh yeah, it's from the debris here. You wonder how the vessel has still not exploded with all the collapsing ceilings. Although certain cables look as if they are insulated, they are probably bare underwater. The slightest crackling noise projects a shower of sparks large enough to devastate the Amazon rainforest, although in the 26th century there is not much of it left. Alright, there you go. So yeah, basically this water is now electrified and you can't touch it. And something weird is happening with the cell. Just examining the corpse, if he had not drowned, this man without a doubt would have won a prize for holding his breath underwater. But he is dead, and there's no glory in that. Furthermore, because of the constant discharges of electricity that he has been subjected to, his body seems to be carbonised from head to toe. Looks like there's something we can take from him, but that idea is quickly short-circuited, ha, as it traverses your neurons. You cannot under any circumstances approach the water for fear of having your brain fried. Don't tell me that you weren't warned. So there's something on this corpse that we need. But we can't do it with the power on. Okay, remember that. Anyway, let's use that cell in the water and see what happens. I hope you have a good reason to do this. You plunge the cell into the water, taking a wealth of precautions beforehand so that you do not electrocute yourself while holding it in your hand. I don't know how, what, but there you go. When it is submerged, it emits a blue light, and you retrieve it again as soon as the vibrations make you feel like letting go of it. The cell isn't stable, but it is still transportable, but a big shock will cause it to explode. Hint, hint, it will return to normal after a few moments. Yeah, we're going to use this to destroy the monster, and we need to be really quick here, because it doesn't stay charged for too long. On my first attempt of recording this, I took too long reading through all the descriptions in the garden and on the monster, and by the time I got to use it on him, it had discharged and gone back to normal, and you get killed. Right, anyway, without further ado, let's attack the monster, and there's several things you need to do here. First thing we're going to use on the monster is the flashbang grenade. We've got two of them, we're only going to need to use one. You remove the pin from the grenade and throw it. Blam! An incredibly violent blast resonates throughout the room and bounces off the walls for several seconds, and the room is flooded with an intensely bright light. Fortunately, you are well protected, even so it takes you several seconds for you to stand up again and dare to lift your head over the top of the guardrail. Right, next thing to do, we're going to shoot this lamp with the gun and pistol. The occasion is too tempting to be ignored. You aim your pistol and fire. The bullet hits the only support attaching the lamp to the ceiling. The monster turns its snarling face in your direction, but a second later takes a violent shock to its skull. The lamp shatters into pieces. The monster seems to be regaining consciousness. Use this opportunity wisely, but be on your guard as it will attack you again soon. So without any messing about, let's use the cell. You throw the cell at the monster and wait for it to explode, but it doesn't. Obviously, it must be sturdier than you anticipated. At the moment, the monster is not in a fit enough state to jump on you, but it would be wise not to hang around. If you have an emergency plan, now is the time to use it. Okay, if you look closely, the cell is on the floor there. So, what we need to do, we're going to shoot it. You aim your pistol at the cell and fire. What happens is not quite what you expected. The cell does not explode, but the effect is spectacular all the same. The cell discharges all of its energy into its surroundings. The air seems to turn blue, your hair bristles, you struggle to breathe. As for the monster, it is being tortured as 55,000 volts of electricity pass through it for a good 10 seconds, and its howl suggests that it doesn't like being electrocuted. Then, in an instant, everything returns to normal. Excuse me, a lot to read there with a cold. But although it is severely injured and distressed, the monster seems not to be absolutely dead for the moment. Right, what we need to do then, use object, shoot the monster. The monster is at your mercy. You empty your magazine at it. Each bullet forces a plaintive cry from it as blood pours out from its wounds. You fire the final bullet at its head. The monster remains immobile for a few moments, seemingly contemplating you in its piercing, deformed eyes. Then it collapses with a loud thud. You have defeated the beast. Yay! And there it is. Well, it's a monster corpse. We've done it. You could say that you have had a lot of bother with this thing. What could it be? It only heightens the mystery of what happened on board this vessel. The only aspect of this monster that resembles that of a human is its corporal structure. The rest of it consists of muscles, protrusions, and hideous deformities. Marvellous. Obviously, we want the power cell. We will take that. You free the cell. Incredibly, it is still in a functional state, although it is still a little warm and it bears a mark where your bullet hit it. Overall, everything else seems to be working, but all the energy has been discharged from it. The cell has saved your life. So we will need to go on and recharge that and put that back in the console. It will serve no further use in the game, apart from in your ship, and you need your console active. The manner in which these people died, just examining corpses, the manner in which people died is extremely violent. Certain parts of their body have ended up being served as a meal. Unless you want to satisfy someone's obsession with mutilated bodies, it would be best not to take a closer look. Oh yeah, there's some more here. Yep, same thing. I think there's another. Yeah, it's the same text there. Oh, was that another one? Yeah. I'm not sure what those blue things are there. There's a screen there. Nothing broadcasting of use. Just a load of snow. Okay, and that is it for that room. Now, oh yeah, there's a camera up there. Remember that was videoing the garden. You could actually watch it on the in the cinema if you record the footage in the command center level security office. Anyway, we've got a panel here, and this panel seems to hide an important electrical circuit. The door is closed at the moment. Let's open it. Yeah, it's changed there. Right, examine it. It's a small compartment containing the system that manages the electrical circuits on this level. It looks like someone has carried out some DIY and tried to restore the power using various odds and ends. A makeshift lever seems to allow the power to be cut off or restored at will. So, yeah. I don't think there's anything we can use on it, but we can use it and turn off the power in this level. The problem is, once the power's off, there's no light, and monsters will attack. And we think we've used all the bullets in our gun on that monster. The magazine is currently empty. So it's your choice now whether to go back to level 2, stock up on bullets, and then come back and switch this off, because the next part of our quest will involve, we have to turn the power off basically. So right, let's do it, shall we? And that means all we've got on with then is the crowbar, and it's waggle left and right time if a monster appears. Sod it, let's do it. Let's live dangerously. You pull the lever downwards, you hear a great clanging noise, and the light is extinguished instantly. The noise seems to propagate through the entire level as darkness falls in each room. It takes several seconds for your eyes to adjust to the gloom. It may be paranoia, but you can sense a muffled clamour around you, and it's getting louder. You feel insecure. Okay. Right, let's move quickly then. Because monsters will attack. With the power off, there's a couple of things we can do. The first thing we'll do is go to the swimming pool, because remember the pool was electrified and we've got a corpse here. Ah! Wait. Left and right waggling. Ah! Oh, he's taking some energy off me. Yeah, the more the skull disappears, the better we're doing. So we've got the corpse here. we can take the object. 5 minutes to work out how to reach the body without getting yourself wet, and 5 more to catch the body and extract anything from it that could be of interest to you. Apart from a half carbonised log, the rest crumbles miserably in your wet hands. You upload the log, and without any hint of regret, leave the body to rot where you found it. So let's have a look in our PDA at the log. Don't worry, monsters won't attack while you're reading the PDA. The game is essentially paused at this point. Yeah, okay. Winner of the Grand Lottery. Sorry, I got a little distracted there. Well done, you have been selected as the winner of the Grand Lottery organised by Migrax Corporation. Who would have thought it? After the great success of last year's lottery, where the winner received an XP12 blaster, Migrax has decided to do even better, but we want to maintain the surprise until the end. Also, in order to give you a clue as to what will soon be yours, the ING code begins with 82 and ends with 724. If you have guessed what it is, then don't hesitate to come and find it in our store as quickly as possible. Who do you need to thank? Migrax. Okay, so make a note of that. We need to there's obviously a code there, 82 and ends with 724. That's going to be used to pick up something in the warehouse on level 2. To be honest, we may as well go there now, and we can get some bullets for our gun. Ah! Black and white rattling. Oh, he took some energy off me, the bastard. Yeah. Let's see if the lift works, actually. I never actually tried this. Does the lift work with the power off in that level? It looks like it does. Fantastic. Cool, so we can get some bullets. We'll leave the power off up there. Yeah, so we've got some bullets now. Okay, we can go and get this item from the warehouse. Now, we got given, what was the, so we got given the code. I think it was 82, ends in 724. There it is. Yeah, your ING code ends with 8, begins with 82 and ends with 724. And I believe the warehouse here requires a 6-digit code. Yeah, so you got 82, say like 0, and then 724. So we need to work out what the third digit is there. So it's just a case of going through the digits as before, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, actually, up to 9. Actually, it's number 4, and then 724. Record. That's it. There you go. Recording unit available and delivered. Quantity remaining 0. Fantastic. So if we go to the compartment below, holds an object. Let's take it. You take the object. Fantastic. Right. We now have a recording unit, which will come in very handy in the cinema. And on this crew level. Now we've still got the power off, and with the power off, we can discover a little secret, which is through here. Now, if we go into the bar area, something has appeared that we didn't see before. A shaft that wasn't there before. You can only see it with the power off. Well, you have just noticed a ventilation shaft at the base of the wall, thanks to a dim light emanating from it. Could this be a new passage to explore? Well, why yes it is. No, it would be suicidal to enter the shaft in total darkness when you have never been inside it before. You could crawl around for hours finding an exit, if there is one. So cool, we've done everything we need to do. Oh, shoot me with a gun, spacebar. There you go. We've done everything we need to do on this level with the power off. So all we need to do now is turn the power back on. And I hope we get there before we get attacked again. Okay. Oh. Okay, and that is now done. So we just need to turn the power back on. And we are done for this part. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next part, which should see us exploring the captain's room and going down that mysterious shaft. Alright, that will be, I think, part 9. Blimey, we're moving on now. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.
So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please click a like below, leave a comment, and also subscribe if you haven't already. And over that way, there's another video for you to check out. Zypho out.